Well, when we talk about right sizing, it's whether you say the Goldilocks approach, not too big, not too small. You really need to know what the value stream demands as far as the resources required in order to run the process. So when we say right sizing, it's very much a process focused approach to understanding what your requirements are in the value streams that you work in.
And I'd add that in today's environment where it seems everyone is short on employees, there's really not what we had as a traditional concern that when we talk about right sizing, folks' minds jump to downsizing. Now, the need for employees is so great that understanding how to run your processes more efficiently can impact your success in a huge way, reduce the number of open positions that you have to pursue or fill with temporaries.
For the 8 wastes, we use an acronym. Within industry, there's several. The MEP chooses to use the acronym downtime. The D in downtime is defects. The O is overproduction, sometimes considered the worst waste. W is waiting. N is not utilizing talent, and that's using your people for what their knowledge, skills, and abilities that they bring to you. T is for transportation waste. I is inventory. And when we say inventory, you say, well, wait a minute, that's a good guy on the spreadsheets, right? So it's an asset. So it's a plus. But what we talk about when we say a waste of inventory is anything above and beyond what's required to create flow in your processes is considered a waste, because at that point in time it's just creating waiting. And then the M in downtime is motion waste. So that's people moving in order to do their jobs in unnecessary ways, bending over, taking 2 steps, stepping up, stepping down, bending over, so on and so forth. And then finally is excess processing, doing more than what's required in order to do the job. Oftentimes this comes in the form of rework. So it kind of relates back to defects. Not making things right the first time actually creates a second waste of excess processing, where you have to go through, reinspect, rework, and then put back into the value stream. I like to always figure out, rather than keep doing the same thing over and over that doesn't make sense, to focus on we're focusing on the root cause of the rework. So, whenever possible, rather than, continuing the quote unquote insanity of quality, stop and fix is the best approach. My personal experience with this is that oftentimes these rework processes become what I would call institutionalized. You actually make a department, an area, a sub-department within a department just to address the rework processes required in order to keep those high value products moving day to day. And oftentimes it's just a matter of stopping and focusing on that problem, and you can eliminate not only the resources required to do the work, but also the area, the space. Floor space can be a very valuable commodity when you don't have enough. And when it's being eaten up by processes of rework, it's just a tremendous opportunity to eliminate those reworks so that you can put that into more value-added workspace.
And typically you'll find that the individuals performing rework are some of the more skilled employees that you've got. If you can free them up to focus on even higher value added activities, you'll see a result.